Welcome to GoldSilver.com Radio. My name is Lee Greenberg, and I will be your investor and guide. It is our purpose at GoldSilver.com Radio to keep our finger on the pulse. And today, my guest, we are honored to have our CEO and author of Guide to Investing in Gold and Silver, Mr. Michael Maloney. Welcome, Michael.
Hi, Lee. How are you doing?
Fabulous. It's so wonderful to have you here with us today. You know, a lot of people have talked about 2008 having the pricing spiking up and coming back down, and maybe there were similarities in 2011. Did what happened to the prices for silver and gold in 2008 compare to what happened in 2011, or were they different?
Well, there are some great similarities. We broke what is called the 200-day moving average. So the price has gone through a support level and broken it. And one thing that we are seeing is increased volume, which is good because we've got customers that are, we've got more sophisticated customers that are buying on the dips. They're taking advantage of the lower prices. I'm actually hoping that gold and silver go a bit lower. If you look at a long-term chart, though, if you look at 10 years of the price action, this is barely anything so far. We still have a very, very healthy bull market, and I think by the end of 2012, we're going to be we'll see silver above its old high, I think, of $50. And but when you consider that silver was $50 in 1980, and it's selling for, as we're speaking right now, it's selling for less than 30. It's a bargain and a half.
So you said we haven't seen anything so far. What does that mean?
Well, it's possible it could go lower, is all I'm saying. We haven't seen anything so far on the downside, and we haven't seen anything so far on the upside. I mean, well, like I said, silver was $50 in 1980, and it's still selling at a discount when they have printed about 10 times more dollars. Gold and silver are money. They're not just a commodity. And so they act differently when people rush back to them to protect their wealth against the confiscation of wealth that governments do through inflation. And so they act differently than other commodities. And I don't think we've seen anything yet when it comes to the fireworks that we're going to be seeing over the next few years. I think that we just left the first phase of the bull market in 2010, and we're in the second phase now, where people are hearing about it a lot more. People really ignored gold and silver for the first 7 or 8 years that they were rising. It wasn't in the news very much. When people did hear about it, they weren't interested. Suddenly, in 2009 and 10, people started to become interested, and people are quite interested now, but they're still fearful. They still think that if they jump into it now, it could be too late. Maybe they've missed the gains to be made, and so a lot of people are still fearful of getting into it. There will come a day where it'll be like the NASDAQ was back in 1999 to first couple of weeks of 2000, where it's just going vertical, and everybody's absolutely sure that it's going to be the best investment of their lifetime. And that's when you want to sell, is when everybody is telling you to get into it, your neighbors and so on. So I think that we have a long way to go, and that we should be seeing brand new highs well before the end of 2012, and I'm looking forward to it.
You've talked about fear, and so one of the ways to resolve fear is to store in third-party armored insured vaults. And here at GoldSilver.com, we have offered alternatives or options in other countries. How do you feel about offshore storage?
Well, I like a little bit of offshore storage, the geographical diversity, because I think that there's the possibility of capital controls.